The landscape of video games is diverse, covering everything from simple mobile hits to sprawling virtual worlds. Different types of games are played, made, and monetized in very different ways. So let's start by breaking down the different types of video games. First, games can be divided into two main groups based on the hardware that powers them: PC and console, and mobile. PC console games are designed for PCs and dedicated gaming consoles, including home consoles like the PlayStation and handheld consoles like the Nintendo Switch, which doubles as a home console too. This category also includes games for other dedicated gaming hardware like VR headsets. Mobile games, on the other hand, are made with smartphones in mind. These two hardware groups have fundamentally different compute capabilities and are used in different ways. PCs and consoles are typically more powerful and are used for at-home gaming on big screens, with longer play sessions. Smartphones are typically less powerful, have smaller screens, and a limited battery life. Because of these differences, PC console games usually have more complex core gameplay than mobile games. What's core gameplay? Broadly, gameplay refers to what players do in a video game, and there are two parts to it: core and meta gameplay. Core gameplay means the basic actions of the game, like running and shooting in Call of Duty or building structures in Minecraft. More complex core gameplay often means more intricate movements and more detailed worlds, both of which require more hardware horsepower. By contrast, meta gameplay refers to the decisions a player takes beyond those basic functions, often affecting their longer-term progress. For example, upgrading vehicles in Grand Theft Auto to aid performance in future missions. Metagameplay complexity doesn't rely on graphics and processing power, so mobile games are not necessarily less complex in this dimension. The mobile game Clash of Clans involves planning defenses in great detail, a good example of complex metagameplay. Most games stick to either PC console or mobile, but there are exceptions, like Minecraft and Fortnite, which thrive in both domains. Increasingly, some games even allow players on different hardware to play together simultaneously. This is called cross-platform play. As we'll see, PC console and mobile gaming can sometimes seem like entirely different industries. One of the ways they differ is how each further categorizes the types of games. In PC console, higher complexity and higher quality graphics often require higher budgets, so these games are categorized into three budget tiers. At the top, AAA games, the Hollywood blockbusters of gaming, with budgets over $50 million. Some, like new Call of Duty games, can even exceed $500 million. Next, there are AA games with budgets between $5 million and $50 million. The third tier isn't A, as you might expect, but indie games, so-called because they are usually made by smaller independent studios, or even just a few people. Budgets are typically under $5 million. In mobile gaming, simpler core gameplay and graphics mean budgets are less relevant for categorizing games. Instead, they're further divided based on gameplay complexity, both core and meta. The simplest have very basic core gameplay, like the single tap a player uses to control the character in Flappy Bird, and often no metagameplay at all. Designed for short playing sessions with a low commitment, these are called hyper-casual games. The next category involves slightly more complex core gameplay and some elements of metagameplay, like Candy Crush or Angry Birds, which have some progression through levels. Since they are still designed for short, easy gaming sessions, they are called casual games. The last category involves more complex core gameplay and metagameplay. Clash of Clans and Genshin Impact fall here, as they generally sit between casual games and hardcore PC console games. They're called mid-core. The third way to distinguish between games, regardless of hardware, is by genre. Put simply, what the game is about. There's a vast range of genres. Genres vary in their gameplay complexity and their relevance to PC console and mobile accordingly. Some genres apply to both mobile and PC console, like role-playing games or RPGs, such as The Legend of Zelda, which focuses on leveling up your character over time. Other genres feature more complex core gameplay and so feature more prominently as PC console games. For example, action-adventure games like Grand Theft Auto or sports games like Madden or FIFA. Genres that involve simpler core gameplay and skew toward mobile, particularly mid-core and casual, include strategy games, like the mid-core game Clash of Clans, or puzzle games, like the casual game Candy Crush.